Hi everyone! My name is Jenny, also known as Fairy Drop or Fairy Drop Art on social media, and as you can probably tell, I like drawing mushrooms a lot. This is really my first attempt at doing a proper voiceover to one of my speed paints because I have a couple of things that I would like to address. First of all, I just want to thank you all so incredibly much for your support and all of the kind comments I've been receiving lately. I've always loved drawing mushrooms. They're one of my favorite subjects to study and draw, but it was kind of recently that I started to do more cartoony mushroom characters and started posting them online, and one of them was a reference to a popular Vine with the little kid running around with a knife, and someone asks, what you got? And the kid goes, a knife! So I drew that as a mushroom, and yeah, I just posted that thinking, you know, it's a cute little doodle, and suddenly people got really excited and started sharing that to like Facebook groups and stuff like that. I had a friend that saw it on her Facebook feed and she was like, hey Jenny, isn't this your drawing? And I was like, yeah, it is. So that was really wild, but I'm also incredibly touched and honored that people do like my drawings so much that they want to share my art with other people. That is, at the end of the day, I'm really grateful, but a lot of people do not credit artists when they repost art, and that is a problem because if you do that, it's very hard for other people to find the artist behind the picture. And yeah, it's just nice being credited for all your hard work, because art does take time. It's a skill that takes time to develop, and it takes time to draw in general. Like every piece that I make, I spend hours on. So that is something to really consider, I think. I never really expected that people would like my little mushroom drawings as much as you seem to do, so it's just been very encouraging to read all of your kind words. I really like drawing this kind of low-key, cozy, fantasy-inspired art, so I'm really happy to see that others enjoy it as well. The second thing I would like to address is that a lot of people reach out to me every now and then to tell me about people reposting or using my art without my consent. In general, I am completely fine with people using my art for personal use, like profile pictures or tattoo references and, you know, just inspiration for personal little projects. The only thing I usually ask for is some sort of credit, like a tag or just, you know, linking back to my social media or something. The only time I will say no if you ask me is if it's regarding a piece that somebody else commissioned, because that drawing probably means a lot to the person that commissioned the picture. And this should go without saying, but I really don't want you to sell my art even if you make something handcrafted and add something that I made on top of it, but showing off your project that you're proud of, I'm totally cool with that. Also, if you feel like you want to show my art in like a Facebook group or something like that, that's also fine with me, but in general it's always a good idea to ask for permission and link back to any art that you would like to share with others. It just makes it easier for everyone, And it's also important to remember that every artist has different wishes, and it's always important to respect each other, even if it's the internet. Finally, I would like to apologize for being quite inactive as of late. Honestly, this summer has been quite overwhelming for me. Like I said, I never expected my art to have such an impact in such a short amount of time. I kind of feel like Windows Explorer desperately trying to open up a Google tab while simultaneously getting 22 pop-up windows and an error message, and it's just a lot. Apart from drawing mushrooms, I've also been moving to a new place and started going to a new school. I decided last year that I really wanted to take some proper art classes because I've never really done so before. And I just thought that I would benefit from becoming more confident in my art skills. It's something that I've been planning for a long time now, and I really just wanted to finally go through with it. And although it's really fun so far, I always kind of find it exhausting to go to new places and meet with new people, but I'm finally starting to feel at peace with everything. I've also had a couple of things going on in my personal life, so I've just felt disorganized is all. On top of that, I've been working on commissions and other projects, and although I enjoy doing that so much, I started to feel like things were going a little bit too fast for me. I didn't really have time to respond to messages and comments, and I definitely did not have time to take on as many commissions that I would have liked. I'm still working on figuring everything out. Again, it's not because I want to ignore anyone, but I've just been so overwhelmed lately, and I just need to get used to it, I think. That being said, I've had a lot of fun doing commissions and interacting with people and seeing people's fan arts of my art. That is just amazing. I love that. If you ever make something inspired by something that I made, please tag me so I can see it, because it really makes me so incredibly happy to see. Again, thank you all so much for your support. And thank you for listening to me and watching this video. This piece is just kind of inspired by recent events and everything going on in the world, and how it's just very difficult to not be around the people you love as much as you would like. And I could probably talk a lot more about my art, but I feel like I've been saying so many things already, so I'll kind of just leave you to it, and you can make what you want out of it. And also let me know if you have any feedback, or if you would like for me to do more voiceovers in the future and commentary or things like that, or if you just enjoy coming to, you know, relaxing videos with soft, cute music and not having to listen to somebody ramble. I know that I really love hearing people talk about their art and the process that goes into making their art, but I am open to any suggestions. I hope I will see you again soon. Have a good day. Bye!